A man has been found guilty of the murder of Stephen Restorick, the last British soldier to have been killed by the IRA. Bernard Michael McGinn was also found guilty at Belfast Crown Court of murdering two other soldiers in 1993 and in 1978. He was part of an IRA sniper team in South Armagh, which was responsible for the deaths of 9 soldiers and RUC officers.
The powerful American-made Barrett Light 50 rifle used by the IRA team has an accuracy range of up to half a mile. For 7 years it was used in South Armagh, turning the area into one of the most feared zones for security forces in Northern Ireland. The weapon was protected by an armoured-plated Mazda car. The rifle was used to kill Lance Bombardier Stephen Restorick, who died at a checkpoint in Bessbrook, County Armagh in February 1997. A woman motorist was grazed in the attack. Restorick's last words to his colleagues were asking about her well-being. Today at Belfast Crown Court, 41-year-old Bernard Michael McGinn from Castleblaney in County Monaghan was convicted of Restorick's murder. McGinn was also found guilty of the murder of Lance Bombardier Paul Garrett in South Armagh in 1993 and former Ulster Defence Regiment soldier Thomas Johnston in 1978. Prosecutors said he also admitted making the bombs used at Canary Wharf and the Baltic Exchange in London. 3 other Armagh men, Michael Colm Carraher from Cullyhanna, Martin Mines of Silver Bridge and James McCardle of Crossmaglen, were found guilty with McGinn of possessing the Barrett Light 50 rifle at a farm in Crossmaglen. The 4 defendants refused to stand up and recognise the court when sentenced. They then laughed and waved to friends as they were taken away by prison officers to begin their jail term. However, under the Good Friday Agreement, they will walk free within a year and a half. That pending release date has upset the families of their victims.
We are seeing the people found guilty of our loved ones' murders walk free early, and it's time that the paramilitaries gave that little bit towards decommissioning.
I just hope that whatever's been handed down, at least those men spend at least half that amount of time and not be released in July next year.
Northern Secretary Mo Mowlam said she acknowledged their pain, but hoped that the Good Friday Agreement would lead to no more mothers, no matter on what side, having to suffer the same pain again. Paul Cunningham, RTÉ News, Belfast.
The North's Independent Commission for Police Complaints has said it had serious concerns over the RUC's handling of complaints made by murdered solicitor Rosemary Nelson. The Commission was so dissatisfied that it asked the Metropolitan Police to take over the investigation. Its comments came after another night of violence on the nationalist Garvaghey Road in Portadown.
Burned out buses and cars lined the Garvaghey Road this morning as council workers began clearing away the debris. As people tried to get on with their day-to-day business, none were prepared to voice their views about last night's violence. Trouble flared just hours after the funeral of murdered solicitor Rosemary Nelson. Tensions boiled over when a gang of up to 300 nationalist youths began throwing petrol bombs at Cochrane Orange Hall, the scene of the previous night's trouble. RUC Land Rovers rushed at the crowd to disperse them, but the police themselves came under sustained attack. Time and time again, the rioters returned, burning vehicles and throwing scores of petrol bombs. Police fired a number of plastic baton rounds. This was the second night of violence on the Garvaghey Road, and as the weekend approaches, the security forces are bracing themselves for even more trouble. In Belfast, the police complaints watchdog, the ICPC, raised its serious concerns about the conduct of the RUC investigation into police threats against Rosemary Nelson. It led to the ICPC taking the then unprecedented move of calling in the Metropolitan Police to carry out the investigation.
If, in your opinion, the RUC was not capable of investigating serious allegations Rosemary Nelson made against them, what makes you confident that they're able to investigate her actual murder?
We had concerns about that particular inquiry. We had every confidence that in terms of effectiveness and professionalism, the RUC could have completed that. They could have used other officers within their own organisation. The RUC was not lacking in either technical expertise or commitment to a thorough investigation.
A file has been sent to the Director of Public Prosecutions. Michael O'Kane, RTÉ News, Belfast.
The High Court